Hi YouTube, it's Tracy from Queen of the Board, and today I'm playing Witcher the Old World. And I'm going to be playing with the Skellige expansion, the Monster Trail expansion, and the Legendary Hunt expansion. It's going to be a lot of fun. This is a game for 1 to 5 players, but honestly, I think it plays best at 1, maybe 2, but I love to play this solo. And it's got a little of everything: adventure, story, dice poker, card management, battles with monsters, gaining trophies, skill management, all of the things. So if you want to come and see how it goes, come and join me. Now, unfortunately, I didn't back this originally. I bought the expansions separately and I am pretty much all set up. But let me just talk you through what the expansions do. So here, this one is the Monster Trail expansion. And if you just play with the base game, honestly, the monsters, they're all using the same attack deck. So this makes it a lot more exciting as they actually have their own sort of special ability cards and they have special attacks. And as I'm going around the board, there are tokens I can get, which will actually help me get special skills against them. Playing solo, I start with 3 monsters, a level 1, 2, and 3. So I'll talk you through those as we get to them. But I just think this adds a lot more detail, I don't know, story to the game, I guess. He is starting in location 14, which is a water region. He's right down here. And if you take a look, I did give them a little paint just to add a little bit more to the board. My level 2 is the Wispess. She's in a forest region, location 6, up to the northwest of the board up here. And my level 3 is a Yigun. I'm sure I'm mispronouncing everything. My Yigun is actually starting on one of the islands, location 19, over to the far west of the board. Because I'm playing with the Skellige, this expansion, it actually added a whole extra section to the board that you add on right here. And that means I've got more islands to explore. So we start with 3 islands to the west. And so they actually have different skills too. But even more exciting, it comes with these beautiful boats. So again, I did give them a little bit of a paint job just to add to the fun of the game. During setup, you randomly select 3 harbors for them to begin in, and they get to carry my hero across the water. But before he arrives anywhere fun, we have to see if it was a safe journey or not. I'll be rolling a dice to do so. And Dagon, here's Dagon. Dagon's not actually on the board quite yet, but he is on his very own monster track up in the top left-hand corner, just up here. So he starts right here because I'm playing a 1-player game. And it just kind of very slightly tells you right here, 2 to 3 players, 4 to 5 players. So if I roll a 1 to 3, then I get a dangerous journey, but Dagon will stay there on the track. If I get a 4 to 6, I get a safe journey, but he will move up the track. And when he reaches the very top one, that means I can actually be very brave and try to go and visit and attack him. He does have some pretty great rewards, so we'll see how that plays out. One thing I love about this expansion is this extra story deck that comes with it as I'm crossing those seas. When I choose to have that adventure, it means that I won't be able to have a city or a forest adventure later on in phase 2. You would skip that. Only 1 per adventure, no matter what I do per round. But they're really good. And you may even discover new islands, which I think is amazing. And finally, the Legendary Hunt expansion. This is my most recent of all of them. This means that for solo play especially, I just think it makes it so much more fun. Usually with a solo game, you would effectively need to defeat a level 1, a level 2, a level 3, get a trophy, and you're done. But with Legendary Hunt, we have a big boss to defeat. Even in a sort of co-op mode with this game, to win the game, everybody has to defeat your legendary monster. And so now I can decide when I'm ready to do it as well, which is really cool. Today's legendary monster, here he is, all painted. Very quick paint job there. Starting in the southwest of the board in Dull Death on the mountain region, he will actually move. He comes with a deck of movement cards. So you'll see how those work when it's his turn. He will leave a trail of monster destruction tokens behind. And this card right here, as I'm moving up the trophy track, it will actually reduce his shields. So I could try to fight him right at the beginning of the game if I wanted to, but he would have a shield of 3, and of course, I'm sure I wouldn't be ready. But if I keep going up the trophy track, those shields gradually reduce down to 0. It actually has 2 sides as well, so you can choose your difficulty. I am starting with the standard. Let's not go too crazy. There's already plenty in front of me as a challenge. And here is the Unseen Elders monster card. Because I'm playing with Monster Trails, I get to play with this side of the card. If the standard game was in play, flip it over, and here's his card. He also has his very own fight deck of 20 cards. For every destruction token that I collect, I get to pull out one of those cards. As usual, this is his life. So starting with 20 health, minus destruction tokens, let's try and get it down to at least, let's hope 15. I don't know, we'll see how that goes. But you only get to pick up the destruction tokens if you end your round in that location. So I'm gonna have to do a little planning, I think. And the only other thing I added from one of the expansions are the bomb cards. So now I can still get potions, but I can choose, instead of taking a potion, to either give up a potion or pay a gold, and then I get to take a bomb card. Hand limit of 4 for each one of those. So that's kind of cool. I think we're pretty much ready to play. This is not a rules teach. I'm gonna make a whole bunch of mistakes. Hopefully not too many, but plenty to keep you busy in the comments. I look forward to hearing about them because that really is great for me. Playing solo, you don't have anyone around to point out your mistakes, and I wanna learn how to play the games better, so keep them coming. Thank you. And finally, my Witcher today is Godric. He did get a little bit of a paint job. So again, here he is, just a little bit there to make it more fun. If you'd like to try painting your miniatures, I really recommend spraying with a base coat. A black base coat is great. And then you can just dry brush with a gray or a silver. Just get a really rough, hard brush, wipe off some of the paint, go over the edges, and honestly, they look fantastic. Godric's special ability is magic, and at level 1, I get to do this once per fight. I get to draw the top card from my discard pile and then discard 2 cards from my hand. That improves, of course, as I level up. I think that's pretty much everything. Let's play. Godric actually starts with a hand of 11 cards because he does also have his special action card. Get to shuffle those up and draw 5 at the beginning of the solo turn. 3, 4, 5. Let's see what we got. Okay, so here are my choices. I'm starting all the way in the top northwest of the board, but there is a ship right next to me, so potentially I could just go ahead and go straight to an island, which is kind of exciting. Yeah, let's do that. I think you can only do this once per round. I'm gonna jump in one of the ships. And the miniature fits right in the boat, so here he is in his little ship. There you go. So 3 islands to choose from. We've got Ard, Skellige, and I can upgrade any of my abilities at this location for free. Amazing. We have the Isle of Mists, number 20, and here I can take either a 0 cost card from the market, or I can take 1 for the cost of 1 gold. And Ina, down in the south, here I actually get to take a level 1 monster ability for free. If I already have a level 1, I can upgrade it to a 2 to a 3, helping me to power up. Fantastic. So I am going to play my special action card with the mountain symbol. and attempt to get across to Ard Skellige. So we'll move into the water, but before I get across, we're gonna see what happens in the ocean. I'm rolling a dice. I get a 4, so that means, unfortunately, it's a safe passage, but Dagon moves up the track. Drawing my adventure card. So spoiler alert, I'm going to read this adventure. Sailors tell legends about the Skellige Triangle, a place at sea where ships seem to vanish without a trace. When you ask the captain to take you there, he visibly hesitates. Well, all right, he finally agrees. Never a safer time to go there than with a witcher on board, eh? You cross the Skellige Triangle without incident. The sailors will tell everyone as soon as they go on shore, the captain says. I think the demand for my services is about to go up. Take this, my thanks for making me a legend. Gain 2 gold. Well, that's pretty nice. So gaining 2 gold, putting me up to 7. And enter, story card 30. So now I get to pull from this deck. A bard joins your table at a tavern. He says he's heard about your expedition to the Skellige Triangle and can't resist the chance to ask you about the details. A fortnight later, you hear the first songs about your expedition. The song quickly becomes popular, and you find that your services have never been in higher demand as more and more people ask you to help them in dealing with various monsters. Gain up to 1 of each trail. I get a trail for each of my, that's huge. That's a huge reward. I will say, visiting the islands, you can only do it once per round, but the rewards, if you're lucky, they can be really good. So we get 1 trail per monster. I'm gonna pop those on my board, and that means for my 3 monsters, that when I get to fight them, I actually get to go first. And that's really important with those fights. You don't want them getting early blows, especially the big ones. So I made it across, and now I get to increase any one of my skills for free. And you know what? Let's see. I'm trying to win a trophy for combat. That's always good. So I think let's boost combat up first. Next, I have these to choose from, and I can't return to anywhere that already has a boat in the port. There's just not enough room for 2, they're very small ports. So I'm gonna choose to come to Sintra. To do that, I don't have a mounting card, but I do have quite a bit of money. So I think I'm gonna pay with my water card and 1 gold coin. Dock here, get to take a potion. I'm gonna pay a gold coin to get a bomb card instead. What did we get? Very nice. Next, paying a forest card to come over to Henkuduch to location 10. And I'm going to upgrade my defense skill for a cost of 2 gold. Putting this up to 1. I'm going to spend a water card to come down here to Loch Iker, where I get to play some poker dice. Now with the solo game, I'm playing against myself. I have this handy little reference card. I'm bidding 1. Let's grab the dice. I get 1 free reroll. So let's see. Ooh, okay. Well, I did get 2 pair, which is quite nice, but it'd be nice to get 3 of a kind if possible, or a full house. We'll gamble, see what we get. And no good, so it's just 2 pair, and 2 pair is 1 gold, so I simply take my gold back. Didn't lose anything. I find that that's a pretty good result when you go to the casino. 1 card left, but I want to end my turn right here. So I'm gonna pay an extra gold for my coffers. I've got 2 gold left. To move into Glenmore, I get to increase my specialty level, but more than that, I'm ending my turn here, so I get to grab this token. My water creature is this bat-like creature, and if I flip over, you can see some special skills on the back of the card. If I turn this token over, it's number 5. That means if I can get hold of a black blood potion, then I get to raise my defense by 1 when fighting this monster. So that's good information to have. And I'm just going to put this token on the card to remind me when I come to fight him. Now that is the end of my phase 1. I'm out of cards. Going to phase 2, I've already had my adventure, so we skip that. Now going straight to phase 3, I get to draw 3 cards. It should be the other way around. 1, 2, 3. So I get these 3 cards. And let's have a look what's available to buy. This is a pretty great card because 2 attack, lots of combo options, and I get to draw 2 extra cards. It is expensive. It might be nice not to spend that much for my next turn. Defense is always good as well, but oof. These 2 would combo nicely actually. Yeah, I think I'm gonna grab this counter attack card. So 4 cards in my hand for the next turn. I also, in the solo game, you discard the bottom one. So all of these are moving down and refilling. The legendary monster takes his turn. Let's see where he's going. He's already close to 14, so he's just gonna move straight over there, leaving a monster token behind. Rules clarification already. I need to end my turn to gain the legendary monster token. However, I can just pass through and pick up these red monster trail tokens. So it's a little bit easier than I thought. I'm gonna play Rending Blow to move up into Sintra and gain a potion card. I'm then gonna play a water card to move up to Sedaris and jump on this boat, gaining a +1 to my defense level, but I'm not quite at the right level to be able to do that yet. So no benefit. That kind of sucks. I need alchemy. Now I can still travel from harbor to harbor here, just like in the base game. I can't do that with the boats, but I'm gonna travel back up to Kherson, my home ground, and pay a water for the pleasure because I want to upgrade for my last 2 gold here. I'm going to upgrade my alchemy skill. Here we go. And when I do that, I get to take a potion. We gain Swallow. I get to move up 1 on my level as everything has leveled up to 1, meaning I get to draw another card. And we gain a wild location card. I'm gonna use that one to travel to Sedaris and increase my defense level for free. Moving my shield up. Then I'm gonna try and sail down here to Enya, down in the southwest. So we come across by sea. But before I get there, I have to see what happens on the water. We'll roll a dice. It's a 1. So this time it's a dangerous journey, but Dogon will not move up on the track. Reading the bottom half of the card. A strange turn of events has led you to a room at the town hall where you sit next to the mayor. 3 envoys from Skellige sit on the other side of the table, negotiating a bilateral treaty on port use. The negotiations are not going well. Then the Skellige rise and draw concealed daggers. You react in the blink of an eye, overturning the table and charging the assailants. When it's over, you realize that one of their blades has left a nasty gash across your ribs. Lower your shield level by 2. Oh my goodness, that is terrible. And it does say shield level. So my shield is coming back down to 0. I did successfully make it to Aina. I get to pick up this token. Let's see, it is a number 3. And that means I'll be gaining extra gold if I defeat this monster. So this is my defense level and this is my shield level. So when losing 2, I'm coming down to 0 here, but my defense is still 2. So not so bad as I initially thought. I randomly pulled a level 1 monster from the deck and I got the Drowner's Nest. So that's actually a really nice skill to have. Sliding that underneath my board, it means that when I'm in a fight and creating my life pool, I get to raise my shield level by 2. Brilliant boost early on in the game. And finally, I'm playing my forest card to come back across the water down here to Dewood. and gain another potion. I got a Thunderbolt. Moving into phase 2, again, I've already had my adventure, so straight across to phase 3. Drawing 3 cards from my deck. I've only got 2, so we'll shuffle up and draw a third one. Starting with these cards. You'll notice that as part of the expansion, we actually have some grey cards. This one allows me to do 1 damage, and if I have no shields and no cards in my deck, I deal an additional 2 damage. Those little damage symbols right here. So this lack of shields pushes it up. It doesn't combo with anything, that's one problem. It's also a wild location card, which is pretty nice to have. But I think I'm gonna grab this free evasion card. If you take a look right there, I think that's a pretty cool special ability. Let's take a look at the monster turn. He's going to 13. Back where he came from. Popping down another token, covering up the ability here. He's right next to me. Woohoo, creepy vampire. There we go.
Hello.
Hi. Well, I'm already in a boat, so I kind of like the sailing thing. I don't know, there's some really good stuff over there. I'm loving the Skellige expansion. And yeah, I think that it would be kind of cool to up my skills again. How big is that caterpillar? Ooh, this Yugen is a level 3, so I don't want to fight him yet. I'm gonna sail, why not? Let's see how it goes. Now, because Stogon's a little further up the track, a 1 to 4 is a dangerous journey. And I got a 3, so wish me luck. The ship's captain curses the sailor. Crack and eat him, shit him out, and then eat him again. What allows? He abandoned his post during night watch, took a launch and vanished. Wait till I find him. Looks like your sea voyage will take longer than expected. During phase 3, draw 1 card less. Ooh, I'll leave that here to remind me, but at least we get there. So over I am on location 19. I get to put up a skill, and I think I'm gonna put up, alchemy. So I get to gain another potion. Black blood! That's the potion I needed for my bat monster, thanks to that little token that I got earlier. So that will set me up perfectly. He is a level 1, so I'm planning on fighting him real soon. He's right over here. Love it. And next, I guess I'm gonna come home. Where do I want to land? I've got a lot of mountain cards. If you want to see my hand, here it is. I'm going to sail all the way back down here to D-Wood, and I'm going to spend my forest card to do it. Now I could gain another potion. Let's see what we get. I'm already at my hand limit for potions. We have a Thunderbolt, and I'm going to give up my Swallow card to keep an extra Thunderbolt. So now I've got 3 Thunderbolts and a Black Blood. I really like those. Finally, I'm going to spend my 2 mountain cards and travel up here to Loch Ilka. I would get to play poker, but I don't have any money. Nobody wants to play with me. I am ending my turn in this space though, so I get to pick up one of the legendary monster tokens, popping that on his card. That is a good start. The token does come with a bonus, so I'm going to lose a shield, but I gain 2 cards to my hand during phase 3. So that actually kind of counter affects the negative from sailing, and my shield's already at 0, so I'll take it. Moving into phase 2, I've already had my adventure, but I don't want to adventure, I want to fight the monster. So let's take a look at his card again. So here are his abilities. And when I discard my Black Blood potion, thanks to this number 5 special skill, I actually get to increase my defense level by 1 thanks to this. So that's something. We're gonna make my life deck, and it is my turn first. I currently don't have anything in my hand, but let's see if I can do anything about that. I'm gonna spend a Thunderbolt. So lower your shield level by 1 and draw 2 cards from your deck. So this goes down 1, I get 2 cards in my hand. And I actually picked up my special action card. Fortunately, I can't combo anything at the moment, but I'll just play this one red card to do 1 damage to the Ekamara. Haven't done his life pool yet. Let's see, he's got 12 health. So he loses 1 card. And at the end of my combat, I'm at level 2 here. I get to draw 2 more cards. So I now have these 3 in front of me. Over to the Ekamara. Let's see what he's got for me. Oh, this looks like a pretty nasty attack. So for solo, I roll a dice, and if I get a 1 to 3, it's going to be the charge effect, and if it's 4 to 6, it will be the bite. Let's have a look. Ooh, I get 4 damage from the bite. I don't have any defense left. Not much I can do. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That was nasty. In my discard pile. Back to me. I'm going to use another Thunderbolt because my defense is already 0. I'm pretty sure I can pay the cost. So I get to draw another 2 cards from my deck. Let's see if we can do some better combos. Here are my choices. Pop them on the board so you can see them. Table is a little full right now. Well, well, well. We can definitely do this one first. I don't have anything close to killing this guy. So I'm going to play these 2, which do a damage of 2, and I get to draw an extra card, which means that I'll have all my cards in my hand. I'm already in trouble. Can I out-survive the monster? This is rough. I think I may have decided to fight a little bit too early. So we'll see what he does to me next. I get a 3, 5 damage. Oh dear. Oh boy. I'm in real trouble. I think I'm just gonna die, aren't I? So there's nothing I can do to defend against this. This is terrible. Oh, I forgot to raise my shield level by 2 because of this ability. So I'll pretend I have it now. Sorry, kind of cheating, but... And then I'm gonna discard... I'll get rid of these 2 for damage. My turn. Still not that much I can do though. We can do these 2 together. That used up my shields. So that's 2 damage, and my shield goes up by 1. 1, 2. And here you'd see that he would get to use his special ability, Incredible Speed, or the regeneration passive effect. So right now I stop, but there's no more damage to come. So actually nothing happens because in this case, he would ignore 2 further damage from me. So that's a good time for it to happen. He's going to attack me again. I've got 1 shield. Okay. Let's roll and see what we get. It is the bottom section, so I'm taking 2 damage. 1 here. There's really no way I can survive. And 1 here. I'm still in it. I'm going to do 1 more damage to him. Then we see how he kills me. We were just 2 damage short. Either way, bite or charge. I've only got 1 card left, so I am defeated. Ugh. So unfortunately, I just kind of got my ass kicked, being a little overconfident, a little bit too early in the game. So what does that mean? I do get to keep a monster trail token for this monster because we've met. I've kind of got the scent of him now. He's going to stay here, and when he comes back, he will be at full health. I only get to draw up to 2 cards in phase 3, but right now I do get to take a 0 card for free. There's only 1 out there, but it's a nice attack card, and that goes right into my discard pile. So not completely the end of the world, but a little embarrassing for my Witcher, and well, for me. Now, the rule after losing a fight is very clear that you can only draw up to 2 cards into your hand. So this little advantage, I'm just going to discard it. It's kind of a shame to lose. It would have been nice, but hey, I've got to dust myself off, pick myself up, grab 2 cards. What do we get? We got a nice pair of cards there. And what do I want to get? We have, this is a good card right here, going for a discount. So I think I'm going to discard my mountain card and pick up another mountain card. Where is my legendary monster going? He is off towards location 1. So double checking the rules, my legendary monster actually would not move back into a location that still has a destruction token. I get to choose another location for him to go to. So we'll pretend that I just chose Glenmore and that now he's going to move up to Sintra, meaning there would be another token on the board. I am going to play my forest card, well, my multi-use card right here to come down and grab another potion. We got Peter's Filter. Next, I play a mountain card and move to Dull Death and get to pick up this monster token for the legendary monster. This time I get to gain a potion, and in phase 3, I'm gaining an extra card. I get a tawny owl. Next, for our first city adventure, I think. You encounter a dwarf outside the city walls. When he removes his hood, you see that his face resembles hammered beef. Someone did a number on him. The city council has decreed that non-humans are no longer welcome within these walls. I've been operating a forge here for years, and I thought maybe I could make a deal, but no, damn it, I'm left with nothing. Option A, give him herbs that should help his wounds heal. Option B, ask him if he has someplace to go. I think I'm going to go with herbs, option A. The dwarf is grateful, but as an honourable dwarf, he is offended when you tell him the herbs are free. Gain 1 gold. Finally got some money again, yay. Now this time I get to get 3 cards plus the 1 from my legendary monster token. So I'm popping that on his card. Let's take a look. Here's my hand. And I'm going to take the Flood of Anger. Again, great cards, no combos, but that's a great special ability. Potential of 3 damage if I have no cards in my deck and no shields. I'm going to move up to Glenmore and increase my specialty level. I'm then going to try and sail again. So let's see what happens. Go out into the water. Rolling a dice, I get a 5. So yeah, it is, luckily for me, it is a safe journey, but Dogon is now on the island at the top of the map. You are about to board a ship when you are stopped by a man dressed in expensive clothes. I am an envoy from the noble Fournier of Beauclair. I'm sure you've heard about him. It just so happens that my lord's daughter would be travelling on this very ship as well, and my lord Fournier will be happy to pay you handsomely for looking after her. I am a level 2 at the moment, so I'm going to gain 2 gold. So in the Isle of Mists, I can take a 0 card for free or a 1 for 1 gold. I do have a little bit of money, and I definitely want this red precise blow card in my hand to toughen up a little bit. I think that goes straight into my hand as normal. I'm going to sail back over to my homeland of water up top and use my multi-card to do it. So I'm coming all the way back over here, and then I'm going to pay 3 gold to increase my combat, bringing me up to a level 3. I'm going to move over to Hengforce to gain a gold. No point gaining a monster trail, already have them all. Next, I think I'm going to move down here to Uzuma. I can scrap 2 cards from here if I want to. I don't get the bonus gold, but what would I like to get rid of? They're all pretty good, so you know what? I'm just going to leave them as they are. I do get to take this forest token, and let's take a peek. That is the Wispess. So she's my level 2 over here. We're going to flip it over. It is special skill number 4. They say that one day she murdered 3 children who refused to give her ears. The parents of these siblings can be helpful. After creating the life pool, draw 2 cards from your deck. So that's quite a nice bonus to get when I fight her. 1 more forest to go. And I think I'm going to come over here and play some poker. Wish me luck. Well, we got 2 1s, a 2, a 6, and a 4. So let's re-roll these 3. Oops. Okay, we got 3 of a kind, and if I check the reference card, 3 of a kind is 2 gold, so I gain 1 more gold. That is the end of phase 1. This time I'm gonna have a forest adventure, I think. I could fight, if I wanted to, the level 2 with 15 health, but after the last fight, I think I should wait for a little while. The sight of a dead witcher is enough to move even the heart of someone seemingly bereft of emotion, especially when the deceased is a witcher from your own school. You dig a grave in the middle of a small forest clearing and decide not to leave his death unanswered. Your choice. Take the fallen witcher's medallion and sword to place them on display at your school in a place of honor. Try to find out what killed your friend. Well, I think that because I'm right next door as well, I am going to go ahead and take his armor and his sword, his medallion and his sword back up to the school. So thanks to your actions, the memory of your friend and companion will not be forgotten. Quest, your own school. Number 42. I would put a little reminder, but I think I'll just leave that in front of me to remind me. We can do that next. Okay, so drawing up to 3. And then phase 3. I'm gonna grab this red so that I get some more attacks. Comes into my hand, it costs 0. This is discarded and these all move down. I'm gonna go straight up north to my school, and let's take a look at this quest. Enter 42. Every single witcher in the area comes to the school's stronghold. The medallion and sword are placed at the top of the table. In silence, you and your companions raise a solemn toast to the memory of a fallen friend. The next day, you use your presence at school to visit the training room. The witcher with whom you went through the trials offers to spar with you like in the old days. Player level 3, raise your lowest attribute level by 1. Ooh, so I can choose as they're all exactly the same. And I think I'm gonna do my combat. I can't afford to use the location power as I only have 2 gold and I'm at such a high level. It would cost me 4, I think, to move up. I can choose to sail again, but now every single adventure that I have, because Dogon is really on the board, is going to be dangerous. He has a health of 15. If I wanted to sail and fight Dogon, I think he might be a little tough just now. But next, I'm going to travel down here to Sedaris to increase my defense level. Oh, I forgot to move my legendary monster. So let's just have a quick look. He is heading up to 0, which is over here. So he would move this way and leave a monster token. By the way, the game ends when you're playing with a legendary monster once he runs out of his deck. So I've still got another 8 rounds to go. Or, of course, if I defeat him, but I'm not quite close to that just yet. I'm going to travel down to Sintra to gain another potion. And I get another Peter's filter. So I'm at max for my potions right now. I've got 4 in my hand. I think the best thing to do is come down to here. So I'll spend a gold to be able to travel down here, increasing my specialty level once more. And I get to take another legendary token, destruction token, flip it over, and oh, that gets me 2 gold. So his health is down by 3. I have 3 of those. So 17 health still for the big guy. End of my turn. Let's do another forest. You encounter a vagabond on the trail. You're a godsend, Witcher. I've just retreated from the bridge where 7 scoundrels set about taking toll from travelers that I can't afford to pay. If you were with me, well, then they wouldn't dare. Without you, my grandkids won't see their gramps again. Do I accompany the man to the bridge? Or toss a coin to the beggar? Oh, Valley of Plenty. Well, I've got a little bit of money, but I am a witcher, and I know people aren't always nice to witchers. Let's get a little street cred. Option A, the vagabond suggests that you charge a small payment from anyone willing to cross in the company of a witcher. It's still cheaper than the toll. You both can make a penny. Quest, water, enter 46. So we'll take a water token. Let's see, it's location 15 and 46. So I'll put this on here, all the way down here. Just going to put a little token on it to remind me that I have a quest in this location. Next, phase 3, drawing 3 cards. I get these 3 cards. And I'd really like this one. It doesn't have a cost. I have to destroy a card to take it, but I think it's worth trading out this one. It's much more powerful. So we'll lose that card for the rest of the game. And now I have a nice powerful blow in my hand. Now the other cost of the card is that during the next phase 3, I will not be drawing any cards and I don't have that many in my hand. So let's be smart about this. Let's see where our monster is going. Our legendary guy is going towards 18 next. 18's down here. So I think he's going to visit with his other monster friend in Skellige, dropping yet another token. So I'm going to spend these 2 mounting cards to move into here. It's going to be a very quick round because I'm actually going to end my turn here. I can upgrade an ability for 4 gold and I only have 3, so can't do any of that. I do get to take this token. Let's see what I got. Ooh, +1 of any skill. So I can put my alchemy up, leveling up. And I've been forgetting I can draw extra cards when I level up. But hey, so I get 2 more cards in my hand, which is pretty nice right now. And I draw 1 less card, which isn't going to affect me anyway. It would already be 0. Put that on there. I've got 4. Do I still want to end my turn? Yes, because that's how I got the token. But we get to go into phase 2. And I think we'll do a city this time. A top dressed in motley attire approaches you with a lively spring in his step. I need help courting a certain fair lady. She would surely see me in a new light if I were to scare away a mutant like yourself. Don't worry, I can pay. See my clothes? I'm sure that I can afford your rates. It's kind of rude. So I can either agree to help because he does look rich, or send him packing and let him know what it means to anger a mutant like yourself. Ooh, I'm going to send him packing. I thought he was rude. Yeah, okay. You realize the fop must either be a local figure of renown or have really deep pockets. You are soon accosted by 2 brutes with robbery on their mind. They are no match for you, and you quickly rid them of their weapons. Oh, that was touch and go. Add any one of the revealed action cards at cost 0 to your discard pile. Okay. This has a red tag, so I'm going to take this one, moving everyone down. Next, we go into phase 3. I've still got the 3 cards in my hand. I'm not drawing. Ooh. See, this block is interesting. It actually lets you pull 2 cards and you get 2 shields. It has lots of tags on this one. The cost is 2. Yeah, I'm going to grab the block. Move everything down. I am not doing very well at all on my trophies over here. Let's see what the monster's going to do next. He is headed towards 17, which is right here. Over to me. Let's go to Beauclair. Get to grab this for the bat monster again. It is number 3. So that means before creating the monster's life pool, I get to take 1 special monster fight card out from the deck. Okay, so that's nice. Slightly weakening his abilities. And of course, that's 1 of his life, so that's good. A potion, so I'm going to spend a gold to get a bomb card instead. And this is what we get. Moondust. I'm going to head all the way down here to Ard Madron, picking up for this Yugen on 19, this token. It's number 4. So before creating the life pool, place the weakness token on the paralyzing wrap attack. Ignore this during the fight. Yay, because that sounds horrible. I also get to increase my combat level. Oh yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. Where next? I've got 2 forest cards left. This ability is covered. I'm going to use these 2 forest cards. Come up here, hang out with this horrible bat guy again. I'm going to play me some poker. Here's my 1. 2, 3, 3. Okay, 2 3s and 2 5s. Well. Oh, yay, full house. There we go. So what do I get for a full house? 4 gold, yay. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. That went well. I'm gonna end my turn there so I get another legendary monster. Ooh, okay, so plus a potion, so spending a gold to get another bomb card. Great. And I get an extra card in my hand for phase 3. Love it. Phase 2, I could choose to fight him if I wanted to, but my combat is at full, so I'm actually going to meditate, which means I gain the trophy. That goes under my board. During each of my fight turns, if I have no cards in my deck, I get to deal 1 damage. I go up on the track. I do have to burn a card from my deck. I'm going to shuffle them up. I think it's random. This one. So the big legendary monster shields are down to 2. At least that's something, I guess. My turn, drawing up to 3. This is a great card. It's got 1 of every tag, plus 2 draw, plus 2 attack, and it costs 2 at a discount. So I think I'll give up this one to take this into my hand, moving these down. And next he's headed up to number 2, all the way up north. So I think he's actually probably just going to come and join the party. So I'm going to go to Dull Death next, gain a gold, spend a card and a gold to come down here to do it. Gain a potion, so spend a gold to gain a bomb. Here it is. At max now for both bombs and potions. And yes, you guessed it, I'm gonna sail. And I'm actually gonna sail up, all the way up. I'm gonna attack Dogon. I'm gonna go crazy. Let's see what happens. Let's see first how the sea adventure goes. No need to roll a dice, it's already dangerous. Loud screams on deck announce trouble. The old trader who bought passage on the ship has lost his amulet. He points out the guilty party without a moment's hesitation. It was you! He aims his finger at your chest. You were tempted by the magic in my talisman. The old merchant isn't traveling alone, and before you can explain this misunderstanding, you have to deal with his 2 bodyguards who are about to search your bags. In the end, it comes down to fisticuffs. Lower your shield level by 2. Oh, that could not have happened at a worse time. Yikes. Because now we're gonna fight Dogon. I'm gonna place him right here. He's here. He has a health of 15, so let's set him up. This might be insane. I might be about to get destroyed again. I don't even get to go first. So before creating my life pool, raise your shield level by 2. So that's great, that comes back up to maximum. So according to the rules, if you travel to one of the island locations and during that travel Dagon emerged, which because it's solo, it's always gonna happen, I do actually count as having a Dagon trail token. So I get to go first. Okay, that's pretty cool. And in fact, I needn't have had a sea adventure because I'm off to fight him. I don't need to wait for phase 2, but that kind of cancelled out anyway. Let's get my deck up here and ready. I do get to go first. Let's have a look up here at my potions and bombs. I'm going to play my Tawny Owl because I don't have any cards in my hand, so I get to draw 2 from my deck. 1, 2. Ooh, look what I got. That's a great start. Yeah, I'm absolutely going to play this one. So it is 4 attack against Dogon. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to use my special ability, which allows me to grab the top card in my discard pile and put it in my hand. So I'm going to take this back, and then Dagon's special ability. Before the Dagon's first attack, the player discards 1 random card from their hand and lowers their shield level by 1 per each trophy they have. Well, I've got trophy card they have. So I actually have 1. So I am going to have to lower my shield by 1. Okay, so I'm losing this one. Those are both, oh, I love those cards. That's a shame. But I still have this nice big one in my hand. Now it's over to Dogon. Oh boy, lots of bites. Let's roll. It is the bottom, so it is the worst of the 2. I do have something that counter 1, 2, 3, and 4 damage. Goes here. Then it's back over to me. I'm gonna use my Dancing Star Bomb. So I get to draw a card. Okay. And do 1 damage. So he's gonna lose another card. And I'd forgotten I should have drawn 4 cards at the end of my last combat. So I have all these in my hand. So I think I can do, so here is my combo. I'm doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. Yes. I get 2 shields, so I'm up to max. And 0, and then plus the 2 and plus the 1. So I'm imagining that I can take it down, that it ends up as being 3 instead of, so that's my 0, but then that's on top. It's just, I think that's right. Sort of making it up. So we'll get 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. So here are my new cards. Over to Dogon. Let's see what I get. We're gonna roll, hoping for a 4 to 6. Oh, of course. 5 damage, but I can consume most of that with shields. Here. Back over to me. And I think I can finish him off just with this card, actually. Boom. Yes. I killed Dogon. That's a huge win. It doesn't count as a trophy. Can you believe it? But the great news is I'm going to get a really good reward. So here is the reward deck for Dogon, and I'm just going to give that a little bit of a shuffle, and let's see what we find. Once per turn, after phase 3 of your turn, you may trash any 1 card from your hand and gain 1 card from the 6 cards available on the game board to your hand. The printed cost of a newly gained card may be the same or 1 higher than the cost of the trashed card. Ooh, so I can really upgrade. And after any of your fights, Dagon moves up by 1 on the Dagon track. So Dagon is back down on his track, back down to the original spot. I gain 2 gold, up to 5. I get any chosen 0 cost card from the pool, so I'm gonna grab this red one. Now, I'm not completely sure because that kind of used up all my cards. I'm pretty sure that would count as my phase 2. I think so. So we'll go straight over now. I'm gonna refill this track, draw up to my 3 cards. So here is my current hand. I'm gonna go for this Mountain Precise Cut. And my Dagon bonus, phase 3, I can trash any card from my hand and gain 1, the same or higher in cost from the board. Yeah, so I'm gonna get this one and take this one out of the game. Lots of reds in the market to choose from coming up soon. I love those reds. It's gonna be my discard. Move my money over so you guys can hopefully kind of see my hand a little better now. Right, well, I guess I have to sail home. Where do I want to end up? Let's use this multi and come down to Sidaris. So I up my defense level and now it is fixed at maximum. It won't drop down. I really want to come and fight. Who do I want to fight? You know what? I think I might be brave. This one and a gold. To travel to here, and I'm gonna have a fight with my level 2. Oh, I forgot to move my legendary monster again. Let's see where he's going. Off to 12, which is up here, leaving this behind. I've got 4 rounds left before the end of the game, so hopefully I can defeat 2 monsters and then attack him. I think that's the plan. So let's get this one first. And here she is. Thanks to this token, I get to draw 2 cards from the deck at the start of the game because I've got the 4. Place that here. She has a life of 15. And I do have a monster trail token for her, so I get to go first. Let's see if I want to use a potion. Yeah, I'm going to use my Thunderbolt, which allows me to actually just lose 1 shield level, but draw 2 cards from my hand. Gets us off to a better start. Oh, that's very nice. So this is what I'm working with. That we can do a nice little combo here actually, like so, and like so. Yeah, so I'm gonna play these. I get 2 shields, so my shield goes up, back up to max. 4 damage to her. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to gain 2 extra cards because I'll be gaining 4. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This would allow me to take cards back into my hand, but unfortunately there's nothing in the discard pile, but that's okay. We've got lots in front of us now. Here's my discard. All of these guys in front of me. It's a 2, so I take 4 damage. I can cover all of that with my shield. This one would go to this one. That's probably my best bet for now. Yeah, I'm gonna play these 2, which means I'm doing 5 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I don't get to draw any cards, but this is a +1. So I'll just take the +1. I think that's how you do it. Over to her. Hoping for a 3 to a 6. Oh yeah, we got a 5, so 2 damage. This we can do, 1, 2. Ooh, before that, I'm gonna use my magic special ability to get this card and yeah, put this back in my hand. These get discarded. Over to me. No red tags, unfortunately, and lots of red cards. Let's see how much life is left. 4. So yeah, I'm gonna play this one, and she is dead. That feels a lot better. I'm starting to win the fights. So she actually really improves my movement skill. I can move twice, but only need to discard the final terrain token. So I gain 2 gold for that. I do go up on the trophy deck, but I'm gonna have to lose 2 of my cards permanently. That's not too bad. He's come over here. Lots of money right now. Still got a quest here. I really need, I've only got a couple of rounds left before I have to fight the legendary monster, so I need to grab these tokens as quickly as possible to get some more of his life. Drawing up to 3. This is what I find. And let's just move this out of the way. It's here to remind me about Dagon's bonus. So I really need some red tags, I think I'm learning. This one has a red tag. I will lose a card to my discard pile and grab the red tag. So here's my discard, here's my hand, and I can actually upgrade a card. So I think I'm gonna lose this blue one, permanently out the game, thanks to my Dagon's power, and take this red into my hand. He is headed over to number 9. He's already been there, so I'm gonna send him here. Using my new special ability, I can move 2. So I'm gonna spend this forest. So I actually get to come and be right next to the big guy here. And then I'm just gonna use the water card. Yeah, use the water card and land right here and have one more monster attack. And I'm ending my turn, so I get to pick up this token. What did I get? Another potion. So I think I'm gonna pay 1 and grab a bomb. This is what I found. 1 less card in phase 3. Let's have another go at the bat. This time I don't have the right kind of potion to use that one special ability I had previously. However, I have 3 and 5 this time. I get to remove 1 special ability card from the deck. It's kind of a shame because you guys haven't seen much of the special abilities yet. Here's his deck. Here's mine. I do have a Monster Trails token, so let's see. Yeah, I think I can play this. It doesn't say cost, so I'm just gonna discard a card from my hand and do 2 damage, because guess what? I don't have any cards in my hand. Let me know if you think that's legal. 1, 2, over to the big fat bat. And what's he gonna do? Ooh, let's roll and find out. 3, the player trashes any 1 card from their hand. Empty hand from the top of their deck. Ooh, hope it's not a great card. Okay, well, I did kind of like that one, but fair enough. I forgot, as always, to draw up to 4. So this is my hand right here. Just gonna play this 1 red card here. So 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. Draw -3, so I'm only drawing 1 extra card. Okay, over to him. A 3, so 3 damage. I'll take that with my shield. Back to me. I kind of want to save my potions and bombs for the big guy. I won't have much chance to refill. I'm going to use my magic ability to pull this one back in my hand. And then, yeah, I'm just going to play this 1 red for now. So 2 damage. And I'm drawing 1 less card, so 3 this time. 1, 2, 3. Lots to choose from now. There's a red tag and another one. That's what I was looking for. Definitely gonna finish him off. 4 damage. 1, oh, there's 1, 2, 3. My turn, and yeah, we can just play this one. That was a lot easier than the first attempt, wasn't it? Finally got my Batman. Boom, he's out. So I get 2 gold. I go up on the legendary track, and that is gonna cost me 3 cards this time. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, nothing too painful, but we do have the 2 red tags, so I need to look for some more of those. Gotta remember, I'm still drawing 1 less because of this token. So 1, 2 to my hand. I really like this one has a red tag. This one also has a red tag for a little bit of a combo. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna discard these 2 and grab this one. I'm not using my Dagon ability this time. So So this one's in my hand. It's my discard. And he does move again. This time he's heading up to number 4. So that's over here. I think he would come this way. So I'm going to spend my one and only card, but I do have my special move 2 ability. And I'm going to go 1, 2, and that will cost me a gold. I can gain a potion, which I will. I get this one. I'm going to end my turn there, so I do get this benefit. I get 2 more gold. I don't think I've ever had this much money in The Witcher. I'm usually a poor Witcher. Adventure time, let's do a forest adventure. The Manticore's corpse lies at your feet. After a moment, you manage to get your breathing back under control. It seems you haven't sustained any serious injuries. Use the warmth that is buzzing in your muscles to start training, or pull out the Manticore's stinger. I'm going to pull out the stinger. The stinger is a necessary ingredient in the trial of the grasses. Therefore, it is highly valued by Witcher schools. Quest: your own or another player's school, enter 10. Oh, interesting. There's one right here. So we'll pop that down here. That sounds like a weapon, which would be amazing. Let's draw my 3. Only 2 rounds left before I have to fight. So here are my cards. I'm going to grab this one. For this. So I'll be rolling a die to find out how powerful it is. Oh, he's going to move. So where is he headed? He's headed up to number 3. I need to be careful he doesn't get too far away. So 3 is up here. He's going to come this way. I'll leave this one here. So if I travel to here, I get to perform the quest. So enter number 10. The Witcher seems surprised to see you and look at you with mistrust as you hand over the Manticore stinger. Then one of them gives you an awkward pat on the back. While Witchers aren't good at showing emotions, they know how to express their gratitude. At the end of the day, they invite you to join their table to hear your story. Gain 4 gold and immediately proceed to phase 3. I've got so much money I've run out of coins. I'm going to have to pop some more. I don't even know if it's worth it. I was really hoping for a weapon. But I am ending my turn here, so I do get this. Plus 1 combat skill. 1 less card to draw up here. So I get, I guess, well, I don't get to draw any because I've already got these all in my hand. So I draw up to 3. I'm going to discard this one to grab this card as it has a red tag. Okay, this is the final round. So he's moving up towards 16, which actually I think is pretty good for me. He's going to come over towards me. So I'm going to move him back down to here. Oh, he can't go there because he's coming to me. Or he comes here. Doesn't really matter. I think he's just going to, yeah, sure. Can he even come to me? No, he's going to move here. My turn. Well, we will move to here for a mountain and gain a potion. Gain the Tawny Owl. And I'm kind of nervous, but I'm just gonna do it. I think, yeah, let's just go. Let's have our legendary battle. Well, let's see how we did. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these tokens. That's amazing. So he's actually gonna be down to 12 of these cards, I believe. I take 8 out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He does have his own special deck, so he's going to be a little bit more tricky. He's got his own special powers. Here is my health deck underneath. And here are my potions. Sorry, those are my bombs. Here we go. Now, there is, you couldn't see it earlier, but there is actually this reference card. So this fits usually right next to here, and you can see that we managed to get him down to 0 shields, thank goodness. So we should be in decent shape. He's gonna go first. The monster deals additional damage equal to the number of destruction tokens the player possesses. Oh, he's going to start off the bat with 8 damage on me. Oh, wow. Okay, let's see what we get. It is the top. Oh, so he's going to do number 4. The player takes 3 damage. During the player's next fight turn, legendary monster's protection level raises by 2. So I take 3 damage plus 8. It's 11 damage. My shields go straight down. 4. So, oh boy, that's 7 cards already out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I lost a lot of great cards. Oh boy. Okay. Over to me, and I don't have anything in my hand. So I'm going to play my Tawny Owl, which will allow me to draw 2 cards from my deck. Okay, that's not too bad. So I'm going to use my magic ability to draw the top card from my discard pile and grab this one. Then this will combo together with this one, like so. Fortunately, these two don't combo, but we have 3, 4, 5 damage. That's not too shabby. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. However, his protection level is 2, so he gets 2 back, and he's actually taking 3 damage. So these go here. -3 plus 2, so -1 overall of my 4. So 3 cards in my hand. 2, 3. These go to my discard. See what we've got here. Let's roll. It is 5 damage, and I have nothing to help me. So 1, this is going to be rough. 2, 3, 4, 5. He's really powerful. Okay, over to me. I was hoping those big cards that I picked up, I lost right out the gate. I didn't realize this vampire guy was so horrible with his unseen elder ability. I'm gonna play Northern Wind so that I can look at the top 3 cards of his deck. I think I'm gonna get rid of this one. Can't really do very much, so I'm just gonna go ahead. Let's do this. Yeah, we'll play these together, which is kind of a waste, but it's not nothing. I'm doing 1 damage. My shield goes up by 1, but I get to gain an extra card, which is what I really want. So I go 5 cards from, oh, it doesn't even matter. I'm getting, okay, we've got all of my cards in my hand now. I don't even think I've got enough damage. Oh, maybe I do, I don't know. But he's gonna attack me next, and there's nothing I can do, so let's just see what it is. The player discards 3 cards from the top of their deck or from their hand. I'm gonna play Moon Dust so that I can change the chosen result of the monster attack. And I'm gonna make it so he plays his second attack. The player may not play any defensive sign, yellow or purple, during their fight turn. I'm gonna do this one. So 2 shields, 2 attack. He's almost out. 1 more. And the big thing is I get to draw a card from my discard pile. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so I get this, which I haven't played yet. These are in my hand. I've got 4 health left. Can I survive? I've got, let's see what we get. Ooh. The monster performs its 3rd special attack. The player takes 4 damage. So shields plus 1 more. This one. After, shuffle this card back to the monster's life pool deck. Ooh, so he's got 2 left, but I'm gonna play, I can play, I've got a few options. I'm just gonna play this. So my sneak attack, where I get to roll a dice. Oh yeah, deal 4 damage. 1, 2. Survived with 3 cards left in my hand. I have beaten the Unseen Elder. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching this playthrough. I really like this game for solo. I know it's a long one. That's why I prefer it for solo. There's too much downtime for me, I think, with more players. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the playthrough. Please do all the things, like and subscribe, all that good stuff. Let me know what other videos you'd like to see. And I know I made a bunch of mistakes. I was picking them up as I go, but it was fun. So thank you for watching. And Mushroom says bye too. Bye.